This revolution is filled with so many ironies, really. First, you tell us that it is manly to keep your word, right? If you are a man, you keep your word. And now all of the black people in this country are demanding, and even the black people in the whole world are demanding, is that you keep your word. You told us we were free. Well, then show us that we're free. You told us that there is justice, equality for all in this country. Well, then stick to your word and let us see the justice and equality for all. Or else admit to us that you're not a man, you're a word, you're afraid of us, you're afraid to give us equal stand. You're afraid that if you give us equal ground, that we will match you and we will override you.
can kill all the black folks you want, baby, but you will not kill the freedom of black folks. It's coming. We're going to get it. We fought every one of your damn lousy wars, baby, and you give us nothing. Now, the war is going to be here, but we're going to be free. Now, you kill you want to, but we kill too.
But the milk biscuits, I enjoy it.
Chased by KA sign, wanted by the Sigmas, now the Qs wanna try. They want some ski week, ski week, ski week, ski week, ski week, ski week.
Yeah. We're gonna talk about them dems. Good afternoon. Oh, let me get a stretch in. Doing it like my granddaughter. She get caught doing something that she's not supposed to be doing. She gives me a stretch. she really thinks that works. You know, I've caught her a couple of times like, you taking care of your business? I was stretching. I'm like, yeah, okay. But yeah, good afternoon to you. Why is my lights, man? I guess my lights seem okay. It seemed dim in here maybe before, but let me get a little background music going here. Make sure that's under my voice just enough. But yeah, this is actually my second stream today. If you hang out on Facebook with me, I did a live earlier talking about Mel Tucker. Mel Tucker. Yeah, I'm still talking about Mel Tucker, and I'm probably going to be talking about Mel Tucker for a minute. I want to talk about Mel Tucker until Mel Tucker just absolutely goes away or gets another job somewhere else. He's still in Michigan State's midst, or their crosshairs, or pubic hairs for Mel. So I'm going to be talking about Mel for a while, I think, because Mel doesn't seem like he just wants to go away. So if you're checking this out on Facebook, YouTube, or Twitter, I appreciate you. I had thought about setting up an IG live today, but maybe I'll do that if I do another one. I've done two, and it's only two. I might even do another live stream today. I'm just trying to keep a rhythm going, because I've got some things coming up, and I'm just trying to keep my chops right. Hopefully for the folks who have little ones, 5 to 18, little ones all the way up to little big ones, bring your kids out to the enrichment open house and check out some of the enrichment programs that they have for children 5 to 18 over at the Community Family Life Center Saturday. I will be there. I'll be hanging out. We're going to have some food, going to have some ice cream. Good folks over there. They're doing some things in Ypsilanti Township, to try to really engage the kids who are already a part of the K through 12 curriculum. But what they're trying to do is extend that. We know the K through 12 curriculum cannot be the end all be all. It is not. There definitely needs to be some outside influences, and they do a good job over there. And they're having an open house for their new enrichment programs that you're introducing, and then the ones that they already have ongoing. So it's going to be a good thing. We were over at Perry's school, and we've dropped flyers all around the town. I'm actually going to be out tomorrow and Friday at the football games, making sure that I check in with all parents that got little ones, because we really want it to be a big event. I mean, we've got food and we've got ice cream coming. I want to run out of all that stuff. I want to know that many people showed up to where we run out of food, we run out of all the cards and flyers, everything that introduces the programs. That's what lets you know you got a successful event. And that's what also lets you know that kids are going to be interested and parents are going to be interested and engaged. So it's going to be a good thing. But that's my PSA. Now the wheels are going to come off a tad bit. I started with this thumbnail because this right here is really something that is symbolic of where we are in the world. I always use the term, we're playing chess, not checkers. I don't play chess really that well. I know how to play. I know what the pieces are. I know what the movements are. I don't play that really well, but I do understand the game of chess. It's like golf. I don't play golf really well, but I understand the game very well, and I know how it plays. I do feel that we're being played. I absolutely feel like we're being played out here. And when you look at the chess pieces from left to right, you've got the corporations, and you've got the government, then you've got the media, and then you've got the military and the police, and then there is us. And I think we are being played out here to a ridiculous degree. Hold on one quick second. I just got a picture. Oh, wow. Indeed, it does. My sister just sent me a picture. She's actually not on Facebook, YouTube, or none of that stuff. So she doesn't know I'm on. So she just sent me a picture that is just incredibly, wow. Yeah, her and Lulu are like twins. Well, she was like twin when she was that small. Yeah, I think we're being played because of the way we're being moved and maneuvered around the chessboard that is America. I utilize this because of this right here. And this is for all my people that are in the UAW, What I have to say is right now, I have not had any type of confidence in Joe Biden, in Kamala Harris since they were elected. Didn't have any confidence before the election. But this right here, this is highly disrespectful. Highly disrespectful. They said they were going to come to Detroit and stand with the UAW. White House officials slated to travel to Detroit to engage with striking auto workers in Detroit will instead continue to engage them from Washington, D.C. A White House official told Forbes Development that a former president and leading Republican presidential candidate Donald Trump announces his upcoming visit to striking workers. Now, you got to understand, Joe Biden was supposed to come, or Kamala Harris, or whoever they were going to send. Actually, I think they were sending like people that had expertise. It really wasn't the White House. They said White House officials. I don't think Joe Biden was going to come. But when they say White House officials, that's Joe Biden and that's his proxies. So his people were supposed to be coming here. They were supposed to be standing with the union. That's no longer going to happen. Now they said that they're going to be engaging via Zoom. They're going to be engaging via Zoom. This is how they're going to handle the UAW strike. Zoom. Not face-to-face, not chest-to-chest, not standing in solidarity, not striking. They're going to do it via Zoom. This is the Democrats. This is the Democrats. The White House officials that were coming to Detroit are no longer coming to Detroit. They are going to negotiate via Zoom. All I have to say is, where's y'all confidence coming in at with the Democrats? Where is your confidence at with the Democrats? Some people just don't like it when I get to talking about the Democrats because they don't like Republicans. They're like, well, who else are we going to vote for? Well, we got to start to look at some other channels. There's some other parties out there, and we just got to get those candidates aligned with what our interests are. The Democrats don't hold our interests. And for somebody who just says that they're going to vote blue no matter who, maybe they do hold their interests, and maybe their interests aren't what you think your interests are, and maybe they're just one of them. Because this is what they've done. They said they were standing with the UAW workers. They were going to help negotiate against the corporations. I was sent messages by a very, 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 very close friend of mine. And he said he had confidence in Joe. He said, I trust them. They stand with us. They don't like all those random, those reckless profits that they're getting. Well, I had to send him this because no longer are they slated to travel to Detroit. They're going to handle all the business via Zoom. How much longer are we going to do this, folks? How much longer are we going to do this? I mean, you've got the 2024 presidential election coming up, but then you've got local elections that are going to happen before that. You've got elections coming up in several states in October and November this year. And then you've got elections coming up in the spring and in August here in Michigan, our primary. Are we just going to vote blue no matter who? I know in our township, you got to vote a straight ticket. Or our county, you got to vote a straight ticket. So I can't like some of the Republicans and some of their, initiatives. I've got to vote Democrat if I'm going to vote anything at all. I think that needs to be changed. I think we need to look into that in the county in the next several years, because everybody is not talking right on the Democratic side, just like everybody doesn't talk right on the Republican side, just like everybody doesn't talk right on the independent side. But we should be able to float our vote wherever we have our interests being met. And we're not doing that. We're not doing that. So Joe gets cooked on this shit because Joe fucking lied to the American people again. I think there's like 620,000, if I'm not mistaken, 620,000 UAW workers being affected by this in the state of Michigan. 620,000, if I'm not mistaken. I think it is. I think it's in the state. Let me double check on that. I just want to make sure. I don't like to be off on stuff like that. UAW workers in Michigan. Yeah. Oh no, I'm sorry. 66,000. That's 620,000 nationwide. 620,000. I knew I heard something about the so 620,000. 66,000. 66,000. That's like 2/3 of Michigan Stadium. People right here that are about to be directly affected. I know some people are still collecting a check, and that's great. But if they go full-blown strike, what happens then? Well, they say you start cutting down and shutting down. It could cost $5 billion a week. $5 billion a week. And they're willing to take that chance. What up, Free? They're willing to take that chance because they're holding on all the profits. They don't want to give up none of that money. They want to hold on to all of it. They're like, these corporate profits, not you niggas' pockets. That's what they saying. We gonna keep the corporate profits out you niggas' pockets. Yeah, that's what they saying. That's what they saying. And I'm not saying that word talking about black folks. There's a plenty of white folks that work for the UAW. And y'all know I don't use that word based on color. I use that word based on the fact that I use that word. But Joe Biden takes this L because Joe Biden said he was coming, or he was sending people. The White House officials that were slated to travel to Detroit are no longer coming. They're going to handle the UAW business via Zoom. All logged in? You got the meeting code? Let's go. Operation Strike. Yeah, y'all got a lot of confidence in old Joe. Y'all got a lot of confidence in old Joe. He still ain't done nothing for the working people yet. He's done a lot for the running people. Yeah, the people that flee from other countries, he's done a lot for them. But what about the UAW workers? One of the foundational pillars of this country. Y'all gonna handle it via Zoom, huh? Donald Trump already said he coming to Detroit. Fuck it, I'm coming. 747 indictments and I'm heading there, Detroit. Give me a coney dog and a patty melt. I'll be down at M&M's getting some mom spaghetti. Orange Julius said he coming. See, there's something else that Joe Biden's not gonna do. And he gonna let Donald Trump come here. If Donald Trump doesn't go to prison, Donald Trump will probably win Michigan. I can pretty much bank on it. If he does not go to prison, he'll win Michigan. And y'all only have yourselves to blame because you didn't push Joe because you was afraid Joe was gonna fall again. Is that why y'all won't push Joe? Y'all think Joe gonna fall? Joe gonna fall anyway. Joe gonna fall because he just falls. He's gonna fall because he's 80 years old. That's what 80-year-olds do. They fall. Yeah. Now he's about to fall on the sword. The Trumper's sword. Because Trump say he coming. He said, Trump coming. Cross that tuck out. Trump coming. Trump coming. Yeah. Trump might be in Ann Arbor. He might go to Zingerman's and shit. I wonder what happened if Donald Trump just showed up at Zingerman's, you know. I know all them folks in that area down there, they really like bleeding liberals and shit. I wonder if Donald just came in and was like, give me a 3-foot sub. Blah, 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 blah. I wonder what they say to him. They wouldn't say shit. They take his money. They charge him the $400 that they charge for subs and shit, and they take his money. They wouldn't say shit. Appreciate you, Free. So, yeah, man. I couldn't believe it, dude. I couldn't believe it. When he said he was coming or sending people here, I thought that was a good thing. And my brother was like, man, I got confidence in them. They said they're going to help us out with this strike thing. I'm like, that's good, man. That's good. And I always try to breathe confidence, into a situation when somebody believes in something and I might not believe in it. I'm not always going to share my beliefs because I don't want to piss on their parade. So I was really riding with my brother. I really felt like, he was like, really had a lot of confidence in Joe. I didn't have one fucking bit of confidence in Joe. Not one bit. But I didn't say nothing to him about it. I throw my little jabs and shit, but I didn't really shit on him like, man, fuck that. No, I didn't do that. I was like, yeah, man, I hope so, man. I really hope so. And when I put my phone down, I'm like, shit. Yeah, okay. That's the way I felt. I was like, shit. Okay, whatever. So, yeah, man, that's where we're at with that. We taking an L on this one, UAW. I come from a UAW household, so we taking an L on this one, and I don't like the fact that we taking an L on this. These people work really hard, man. They put themselves in some really dangerous situations in these factories. I know a lot of stuff is computer operated and things like that, but they're still in areas, where they could die. They could die or be hurt permanently in so many places in these auto plants and not to be paid justly. But these people are out here running away with millions and millions of bonuses. Come on, man. And don't want to spread that wealth around. Chrysler made more money than GM and Ford combined in the first quarter. Chrysler, which is what's called Stellantis now, made more money than GM and Ford combined. They made 11 million. GM and Ford made 6 and 5 million respectively. How do you do that? How do you not spread that wealth? I'll tell you how. You don't show up when times is tight. Brother Emmanuel, what's good with you? What's going on with your president, Emmanuel, with his reneging ass? You think Joe is playing spades. He just reneged. He's just a renigger. Yeah, man. They in cahoots with Fiat somehow. Yeah, I think they in cahoots with Fiat somehow. They call Stellantis now. They still a part of the big three. They still got the unions. And they making money. Yeah, well, she doesn't work for her money. She works for their money. She doesn't work for her money. She works for their money. That's not her money. That's not her money. That's their money because they're not giving it up. And Joe Biden is not going to fight with the people. Nah. Joe's not going to fight with the people. Yo, it's gotten worse for minorities here in our country. Now, is that black folks? Are you talking about black folks, Brother Emmanuel? Or are you talking about minorities? You talking about like Latinos? You talking about Asians, Arabs, Indians, Native Americans? What are you talking about? If you're talking about black folks, say black folks. You can say black folks on my stream. Come on, man. Just say black folks. You ain't even got to say American freedmen. Just say black folks so I know exactly who you're talking about. Because, see, I don't identify as a minority. I don't identify as a POC. I don't identify as a BIPOC. I don't identify as an African American. I'm black. I'm black man, American black, whatever. Nah, Joe ain't doing shit for anyone. Joe ain't even doing shit for himself. Joe just lets his depends do all the work. There you go. That's my man right there. There you go, Brother Emmanuel. I appreciate that, dog. I appreciate that. You always been real with me, bro. You always been real. So I need you to be real. I don't rock with that. With that minority stuff, man. I did a TikToking and got ran on TikTok. They don't like me, in these social media platforms where I just totally speak my mind and just cut off. Like here, you can give me a little debate, but when I just say my videos and leave and just don't say nothing, why are you fucking ranting? Why are you ranting? Like, why are you listening? Move on. Did you hear the new protocol when it comes to arrest victims? Nah, I haven't heard about it, but I got kind of a free-for-all stream going right now. So if you care to write it up, or hell, I can throw you the link if you want to come up visually. I don't know what type of state you're in. I have not heard. I'd love to know where they're going with policing. You know, I've been heavily involved, you know, with our sheriff's race that's going to happen. The election's going to be what, next August? And, you know, I've been talking to a lot of different people as to why they don't understand why I am the way I am. And then when I tell them, they're just like, oh, I didn't even know. Oh, you're at work right now? Okay, I get it. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. Yo, wonder if Stellantis builds the engines here. Don't know. I don't know. I'll have to ask a buddy of mine. I know he actually works for Stellantis. And I think they build a considerable amount of the car here. I do. If I'm not the engines, I get it. But yeah, I want to know about the new protocol, the arrest victims. I don't know exactly what you're talking about there, because if it's anything that's going to happen detrimental to us, you know, I want to know. So let me know about that as soon as you can. But I'm going to move on from this because we're 26 minutes in and I got a lot of shit to talk about today. Oh yeah, I got a lot of shit to talk about today. Now, where do I go here? Do I keep it light or we just, you know what? Here, let me just go ahead and bring this up because y'all gonna take this L to all my Pan-Africans out there. Yeah. To all my Pan-Africanists, brethren. Yeah. Y'all gonna take this L. Put this L in your mouth. Okay? You ain't gotta put the long end in your mouth. Just put the short end in your mouth. You understand me? You ain't even got to put the long end in your mouth. Take the short end of the L and put it in your mouth, because y'all been out here on some bullshit, and now I'm about to tell you about yourselves. Uakata, my brother. Y'all gonna eat this L. This is Miss Zimbabwe, y'all. 2023 newly crowned Miss Zimbabwe, Brooke Jackson. Brooke Jackson.
Buttermilk biscuits. I enjoy it.
This is for all the Pan-Africanists out there who like to run their mouths and talk about how beautiful it is over there in the continent. Yeah. Where Umar Johnson at? I wish I had somebody that actually knew Umar Johnson and he could bring his ass up on the stream today. She looks like Candace Owens is who she looks like. She looks like Candace Owens after an impeccable bleach job. That's who she looks like. What you say, brother Emmanuel? So if you are arrested by the cops, they have the right to hold you in custody until after you are proven not what? In what state? What state is this? Because I haven't heard about this. Oh, I need to call some people. Hell, I'll you know what? I'm not going to stand for this. Not that I'm out here committing crimes and shit, or even could be put into a position where I could look like I'm committing a crime, but goddamn, we look like we just went back about 70 years right there. So if you are arrested by the cops, they have the right to hold you in custody until after you're proven guilty. Not guilty. Oh, you got to prove you're not guilty in your court date. What the hell? This was in the media yesterday. Okay. We're going to find out. We're going to find out about this. Oh my goodness. I don't get it, bro. I don't get it. Here, I'm trying to stay light with it, and you came heavy with it. Damn, brother Emmanuel. He said she looks like Megan Fox. To me, she looks just like Candace Owens, just with a really, really good bleach job. Maybe Candace Owens is going under disguise, you know, seeing that her platform is getting demonetized. Maybe she's coming back as a white woman. Maybe she ran for Miss Zimbabwe. I don't know. I know it's real, though, because I seen the video. She is Miss Universe Zimbabwe. How about them apples, Pan-Africanist? First reggae album of the year at the Grammys is won by a white reggae group. And now Miss Zimbabwe 2023, Brooke Jackson. Boy, y'all sure can clown out here. That's what I'm saying, brother Akata. Y'all sure can clown out here. Oh yeah. This is crazy. But y'all gonna eat this L. Pan-Africanists, y'all gonna eat this L, okay? Okay, you B1 motherfuckers, y'all eat this L. I say B1 because that's always black first. I'm black. But y'all people to be talking that B1 shit and be that Pan-Africanist shit, here you go. Here's your queen. She's your... Yeah, she's your queen. Niggas. Niggas, please. Y'all deserve this one, dog. Y'all deserve this one wholeheartedly. Y'all horrible, man. Pan-Africanism. This is what they bringing y'all in Africa for real. This Miss Zimbabwe, okay. When I be seeing all them women from Africa on the TikTok videos and the Facebook reels and the IG reels and all that shit, they don't look like this. Where they at in all them videos? There'll be some chocolate sisters, straight chocolate. But what's up with this? How she win? How she went out? Who voted for her? Who voted for? I want to know who voted for. That's all I'm asking. I'm not trying to be, contrarian right now or nothing. I want to know who voted for it over there. If everybody darker than me over there, who voted for her? I want to know who voted for Brooke Jackson. Y'all down bad on this one, man. Y'all down bad on this one. It's okay. I expect nothing different from you Pan-Africanists. I expect absolutely nothing different from y'all. Y'all clown with the shoes and shit. The big red shoes, the big red nose and shit. That's y'all clowns with that shit, man. Clowns. Miss Zimbabwe. I can't even help but laugh when I just look at it, dog. The West been working on Zimbabwe for decades. They finally beat them down to submission. Oh, man. Give me one quick second here. I have no idea what this is, but I'm expecting many a call. Hold on a second. Hello? Hello? I actually donate to my local police on a regular basis, but I do appreciate your call and good luck to you, sir. Thank you. I'm never disrespectful when people telemarket because I've been in that situation. I may be in that situation again one day. When you've got a call for business, call for money, it's one of the toughest jobs ever. So I really try not to be disrespectful. And I let them know I keep it short. I keep it very short. But I've obviously got something going on here. I didn't have time to listen to him, but he's on the other side of the state because I could see the area code. I thought it might have been somebody about an opportunity, but it wasn't. He's just looking for some money. I get it. But I'm never disrespectful. That's it's just not me. And I've been on that telemarketing end so many times. I appreciate him actually calling. I appreciate he was very professional. He was probably reading off of a script or he's memorized it. Sounded good, clear, crisp. That's why I let him get his whole spiel out. And then I said what I said and then had to wish him a good day. May as well go back to Rhodesia. I've got something coming up about the guy that they named the Rhodes Scholar after. I found out some crazy stuff about that guy. That guy was treacherous. And they have that Rhodes Scholarship shit in the United States, or really all around the world, I guess now, because you can get it anywhere, I guess now. Man, we've just let some real fucked up history really create a narrative, continual narrative. And I just did a lot of reading on that, man. And I just haven't brought the stream up, but I will be soon. But yeah, man, you know, hey, I get it. I get it. But let me go on and get Brooke up off the set and congratulate my brother. My brother. Yeah. I love to see brothers getting the bag. Y'all knew I was happy about Mel Tucker getting the bag at Michigan State. And then the way he lost the bag, I was just as upset as I was happy. But I'm happy for this brother right here. I'm happy for this brother. It says a man stopped for a sandwich in Florida was much more lucrative than the meal he thought he was picking up. Man stops for sandwich and wins $5 million on a lottery scratch off. I love it when we get the bag. I don't play lottery, you know. I don't play lottery, so I really can't win. But I love the fact that he was able to get a scratch off ticket and win $5 million. $5 million. You know, he looks to be in his 40s, maybe early 50s. His wife is happy right there. It's a beautiful thing. I would hope he uses some of the money to really start getting his health and everything in order so he can be around to spend some of that money. I just found this to be somewhat untruthful. I found this to be somewhat of a fallacy. Oh, yes, I did. I didn't believe it for one bit. I didn't believe this for one bit. You looking at that man, and who knows? I don't know if his wife was with him. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Dr. Umar is one of the panniest of the Pan-Africanists. He's the prince of Pan-Africanism. He's the prince of Pan-Pizza Africanism. Yeah, you didn't know that? He's the prince of pancakes. Come on, brother Emmanuel. Hang with me, dog. Hang with me. Yeah, the prince of Pan-Africanism is Dr. Umar. I wonder, do he know Miss Zimbabwe is a snowflake, as he calls white women? He likes calling white women snowflake. What's he gonna call Miss Brooke? I can't wait to hear the commentary on that one, because I don't listen to him on a regular basis. Now I got to go find him. Now I got to go see if I can get into a chat room when he's on there and be like, did you hear who was just crowned Miss Zimbabwe? And by the way, before you get to your people get to looking up, yes, my woman is not an American freedman. So go ahead, Prince of Pan-Africanism. Holla at me. But yeah, this brother right here, man, it kind of created a negative narrative. And I'm not saying it was negative like it was negative, not positive. I think it was negative because it was a lie. This here is a lie. This is a flat out lie. It says this man stopped for a sandwich in Florida was much more lucrative than the meal he thought he was going to pick up. He's got a scratch off ticket and won $5 million. It's a fucking lie, y'all. This is a lie. I already told you, nobody's safe today. It's hump day. It's hump day happenings, and nobody's safe today. Now, I don't know what this man's name is, and his name is Travis Hall. He's got it right on the big of the check, right there. Right there in the big check. Travis Hall. Let me tell you, Travis, you're a lying sack of shit, okay? You're lying, Travis, because there's no way in hell I can look at you and I can look at the woman you're with. There's no way in hell that you stopped into a shop to get one sandwich. Oh, no, you don't just get one sandwich, Travis. You get a couple sandwiches. You get a side. You get some pop. Yeah, you get some sweets. Ain't no way you walked in anywhere just to get a sandwich. Sandwiches, snacks, big drink. I wonder if Travis does like I used to do. I used to get a whole bunch of carved up food, double quarter pounder with cheese, 20-piece nuggets, large fry, apple pie. Can I get a Diet Coke? I wonder if that's what Travis does. Travis, you should have never said anything. You should have never said anything about going into the store. You should have said I was going to get a lottery ticket and I won. As soon as you said you was going into a store to get a sandwich, I knew you was lying. You do not eat one sandwich, Travis. You do not eat just one sandwich.
Buttermilk biscuits. I enjoy it.
I bet you eat some buttermilk biscuits, though, Travis. I bet you eat some biscuits, don't you? Man, he's got to find somebody to be able to handle his money, because he's going to be sitting in drive-thrus getting Popeye chicken sandwiches for the next several years. He going to go get him one of them big luxury Sprinter vans and have somebody driving him around. And he just going to be rolling up on the drive-thru. It's hump day, man. And I said, nobody's safe today. Nobody's safe today. I've had it up to here, Kata. Had it up to here. It's just one of them things, bro. I don't like people that lie to me. He's lying to me. You tell me, Akata, does he look like he eats one sandwich? Does he look like he would go anywhere and just get one sandwich? You don't get one sandwich and get that size. And his lady, she looks quite abundant herself. I don't think they've had one sandwich between them in years. Nah. They like to eat around the Hall house. Man, can you imagine what they're about to do with, hopefully he buys a house. And you know, if he gets a big house, he's going to get all the big stove and the refrigerators and freezers. He about to fill them all the way up. They're going to be hosting all the holiday meals and everything. After that tax, though, you got to understand, after that tax, he ain't going to have $5 million. He going to have, what, about 3.7, 3.6? You know, he's going to go out there and buy him a big-ass house, bunch of cars and shit. They're going to get on a couple Carnival cruises. Yeah. Man, I hope, you know, I mean, it's got to be within him to do it, though, but I really hope him the best of luck with his weight, because he could easily eat himself into a coma or death just having the access to the, you know, newfound wealth. And these are all serious things that I'm bringing now. I don't like to see anybody this size because I know how he's feeling. I ain't gonna lie. I know exactly how Travis is feeling. His back hurts. His knees hurt. He can't do things that a person can do that's half his size. And that's logical, right? So he needs to really get his health in order to really enjoy the remaining monies after taxes and fees and whatnot of that $5 million. Because that might not be lifelong money. It's going to be life-changing money, but that might not, that I don't see 3.7. I don't think, not because he's going to spend a lot of it. It's not like he's going to go put it into a bunch of investments. You know, he's going to go clear his credit, buy a house, buy some cars, you know. I just don't see good things. I'd like to revisit this in about 5 years. Hopefully I'm around. I'd love to see what happens in 5 years. I would. So let's move on. This is another one of my really y'all moments. I've never liked Drake. I've never liked Drake's music. But now I like Drake even less than I didn't like him. And I'm really gonna have to be paying attention to what this light-skinned motherfucker says in his music. I don't like his music, so I don't listen to his music, and I don't listen to his lyrical content. But I found out that this is a lyric that he uses. This is a lyric that Drake uses. And we've been okay with it as a people. We've literally been okay with it. How can we be okay with foolishness like this? Who's raising us? Got me wigging on you like I'm arrogant tea. You got my mind in a terrible place. Whipped and chained like American slaves. What? Act like you not used to Sheridan stays. I met a nigga you thought could replace. How are there even comparisons made? I'm not concerned about any of those lyrics except the third line. Appreciate you, brother Akati. You know, I don't even fight it anymore, bro. I know that there's more people out here listening to the streams than I get credit for. I realize because of the number of blocking and infraction, this, that, I don't even sweat it, but I appreciate you. No likes. Yeah, they don't like the videos. They don't like the videos. They don't share the videos. And really, that means they're not really supporting the videos. But it is what it is. But yeah, he made a lyric that said, whipped and chained you like American slaves. How come he wasn't ran off the set when this came out? I don't even know when the song came out. How come nobody talks about things like this? I mean, I don't listen to his music, so I don't have to go seeking, looking for stuff, because I just figured he was just some bubblegum guy. Then I heard some lyrics and I was like, damn, he cusses a lot. I didn't know Dre cussed as much in his music until I heard some. I'm like, wow. I thought he was like Fresh Prince 2.0, but he's not. But this is what we're dealing with out here. People coming at us. People coming at us in these kind of ways. Who has the license to say this shit in 2023? Whipped and chained you like American slaves. Don't tell me these people that aren't from this territory don't know our plight, don't know our history, don't know what happened to us. Don't tell me that. So yeah, I saw this and I'm like, man, I guess he's done a blackface character. He's got lyrics like this. I'm like, how is he even still relevant? And y'all keep him propped up. Y'all love y'all some Drake. Drake, Drizzy. I have not listened to his music, but evidently I haven't paid close attention to some of his lyrics. Okay. Yeah, this is an actual, factual situation here. He's just bad for business. Whipped and chained you like American slaves. He should be off the set, y'all. He shouldn't be selling out no concerts, at least not with our money. But will anything change? Probably not, because y'all gonna keep listening to Drizzy. Y'all love Drizzy. And he makes music for people to make fun of us. This music is supposed to be black music. I don't get it. I'm not gonna get it. But it is what it is. I'm not going to say it's hurtful, but it angers me that we have bought into people like this and continue to elevate them, whipped and chain you like American slaves. How do we get here? We just don't take pride in who we are in situations like this. We just don't. The younger generation have very little guidance these days. State of the black family. Absolutely, Akata. Absolutely. I mean, I would oppose people like this, knowing if I was even up on the stuff that he was saying, I probably would be saying more. But this specifically just came off of somebody's post. And she had the post up, and it was talking about him doing blackface and just, you know, where his overall attitude has been where black folks are concerned. It's a huge problem. It's a problem. Speaking of a problem, a lot of people were passing around this image. This image here. This is the Mississippi Institutions of Higher Learning Board of Trustees. The Mississippi Institutions of Higher Learning Board of Trustees. Now, it's the old picture. It's the old picture. There's a newer picture because it's been revised with the new staff. Now, at this time, this Mississippi Institution of Higher Learning situation this here was pre-Deion Sanders. Pre-Deion Sanders. They basically control all of the institutions of higher learning. So they control Jackson State. Y'all wanted to get mad at Deion and saying he left a black college to go to a white college. These people control JSU. Boards control everything. The president of JSU don't control shit. The AD at JSU don't control shit. The professors at JSU don't control shit. The people that control shit are these people. Back then, it was 10 white, 3 black. Yeah. Today, it's now 9 white, 4 black. So post Deion Sanders, boy, that prime effect. You got one more black board of trustee at the Mississippi. At the Mississippi Institution of Higher Learning. Yeah. Y'all need to back up off of Deion, because Deion didn't leave because of this. He left because there was a better opportunity. Jackson State University was paying him $300,000 a year. Deion's now making $500,000 a game. Numerous endorsements in tow. They're paying him money on top of his money. But y'all wanted to blame Deion for leaving for a better opportunity to take care of his family in a better fashion. I mean, I couldn't believe when y'all rode him. I really couldn't. This was wrong. This was old. But now, after Deion's left, now they've got another board of trustees. So they're up to 4 Negroes. And y'all want to be on him because he left Colorado? Left for Colorado? This has to get fixed right here. Until you got somebody with your interests in hand controlling everything, I salute Dion for taking the opportunity to elevate himself, his family. And I've said from day one that it's Jackson State's fault, the reason why he left. It's not Dion's fault, it's Jackson State's fault. Paying him $300,000 a year. They had inferior facilities. Dion just made do and made improvements. I'm not upset at Dion. I'm not upset at his family. I'm not upset at his friends and anybody that followed him to Boulder. Who I am upset at are the people who want to down him for what he's doing here. He's proving that there's no real control at these HBCUs because the people who control the HBCUs are these people. And it's a bunch of us down there, Kata. Is Mississippi one of the blackest states? And we don't hold political power in a bunch of them. It's a shame because they came for the brother and they really didn't have their shit together when they came for him. Now they mad about the 60-minute interview because he spoke the truth on that. He spoke the truth. Why do y'all not like the truth? I know why y'all don't like the truth. Because you like to believe in people like this. You like to believe the White House officials are really coming to Detroit. Now they're just gonna Zoom. We don't need to go up there. We can Zoom. Yeah. He had an assignment. He did what he needed to do, and he moved on. Should be that cut and dry, but no, he's got to be a sellout. Oh, he's got to be taking the white man's money. Well, what the hell do you think he's taking right here? If you don't think Deion Sanders was taking the white man's money, you a fool. You a new fool. You could be old, but you still a new fool. He was indeed taking the white man's money. Just like any coach before Deion was taking these people's money because they were the old board of trustees. What's wrong with y'all? Y'all don't get it, do you? But you gon' get it. Oh, yeah. You gon' get it.
Buttermilk biscuits, I enjoy it.
So when I see this and I hear what I hear, I just call clown shit. Because that's all it is. It's clown shit. You know what else is some clown shit? I hope everybody at this point has seen the movie ATL, so they could have seen this clown shit. Do y'all remember ATL? Man, did we really sit up there and watch that movie and follow T.I.? What was his name? Rashad Swan. Did we really watch T.I. that day or them days? Because I done seen the movie several times myself. Get upset because his girlfriend had some money. This boy got upset because he had an opulent girlfriend. He didn't like it because she had money. He was like, damn you, give me my little chain back that I got from a pawn shop. We sat up there and followed this fool down that rabbit hole. He got mad because she lived in a big house. Daddy had a Maybach. Daddy was a CEO of a big corporation. She drove a BMW. Oh, that's your little Beamer? That's your little Beamer? Nah. That's just the car that she has today, Rashad. He was dumb. Who knows where her daddy could have put him? Maybe her daddy could have got him a cleaning contract at his corporation. Swan's Cleaning Service. Maybe all the CEOs that her daddy knew, he could have got contracts at all their businesses. Nah, he chose to get mad because she had money. You were kind of a new fool back then, weren't you, Rashad? I know it was a movie, but I could see the mentality. I've heard the mentality. I've talked to the mentality. Didn't like it because she was opulent. Dumb shit, man. You like her if she broke, but you don't like her if she got money. Man, if you don't get your little ass out of here, go clean up one of them buildings. Craziness. Just to throw a little tidbit back in here about the situation that everybody was talking about with the dirty hits and everything in the Colorado State game. This was the kid who did it. And I don't really have anything to say about the game, the hit, but I do have something to say about the idiots who are out here rendering death threats. Who does shit like that? Death threats? Death threats. Death threats. I mean, what he did was wrong. He didn't have to do it. They said it was a football play. I got it. But after looking at it, it really wasn't dirty. It was just uncalled for. The play didn't need to happen. He knew that the boy didn't catch the ball. He could have held up a little bit, probably would have still hit him, but he laid into him. He tried to make a statement, tried to make a name for himself. And now his family's getting death threats. He's getting death threats. Not fair, not just. People are reacting to what he did. And a lot of people just felt like it was just dirty for no reason. I did think it was kind of a dirty play just to hit him. But he didn't do anything illegal with the way he hit him. It was just a bang, bang play. So hopefully people get it together, because I don't blame this kid altogether for his continued actions in that game. I blame this individual. This individual is his coach, not the head coach. We know who the head coach is, Jay Norvell. We've talked about Jay on the stream. This is his defensive coordinator coach. This is the coach that should have taken him out of the game and told him, man, look, that play was not called for. You just cost us 15 yards when you didn't need to. Don't do that shit again. Give him a couple plays off and then send his ass back in the game. If they weren't going to evict him, then, I'm sorry, not evict him, eject him, then what are you going to do? But Freddie Banks, I hold accountable for this, because he could have slowed his roll up, because the kid actually played a pretty decent game. Other than that hit, he played a pretty decent game until the end when he got faked the fuck out. A lot of people didn't catch that. When that kid caught that touchdown pass at the end of the game, the person that he made miss and slide into the sidelines because he juked him out of his shoes, that was that kid. That was this kid. Faked his ass out, and he went sliding into the sidelines like he was sliding into home plate. So Well, yeah. Yeah. Freddie Banks is the guy who I hold responsible because he's his coach and he could have probably stopped a lot of the other penalties from happening. I mean, he had so many personal fouls, which were dirty plays mostly. They were dirty plays, late hits, punches and whatnot. They were living outside themselves. They weren't made for that moment. They probably hadn't been in front of a crowd like that. The TV audience is a record-breaking TV audience. You don't really know how many people are watching on TV, but you can kind of guess. The stadium is busting at the seams, and this team won one game last year. You better believe somebody's watching. And Freddie knew that. So instead of patting him on his helmet talking about good stick, no, he should have sat his ass down. But like, man, that's not Colorado State football. But he didn't, because he's trying to make a name for himself. He wants Jay Norville's spot or any head spot out here. He's not just coaching to be a defensive coordinator for the rest of his life. He wants to run his own ship. So he's trying to make a name for himself. I get it, Freddie. But straighten that tie up and then straighten your players up. Just straighten up, motherfucker. Because now that kid's got a lacerated liver, and I don't even know what lacerated liver is. I don't even know if that can heal properly. He's got a whole bunch of scar tissue around his liver now. I don't know. Freddie Banks. Whatever. But yeah, man, that pretty much does it. I've gotten everything that I need to get out. And I didn't feel like I held back anything on anybody, especially Miss Zimbabwe. And oh yeah, I had to come for the one sandwich man, the $5 million sandwich man. Stopped in for a sandwich, got a lucrative meal. He got a $5 million sandwich. There's no way he was there for one sandwich. Y'all can see him. He does not look like he eats one of anything. Don't play with me. Don't play with me. Joe Biden, stop playing with these UAW workers. Y'all done went from in-person, on the ground, negotiations to a Zoom call. Damn. But I said it all along. We are being played by the corporations, by the government, by the media, by the military, and by the police. We're being played. And what are we going to do about it? I know for many of y'all gonna vote blue no matter who. Yeah, that's why on the far right, that's you. Vote blue no matter who on the far right chess piece is you. Like that Soulja Boy song. You. Yeah. And you rhymes with jigaboo.
You know, this revolution is filled with so many ironies, really. First, you know that it is manly to keep your word, right? If you are a man, you keep your word. And now all of the black people in this country are demanding, and even the black people in the whole world are demanding, is that you keep your word. You told us we were free. Well, then show us that we're free. You told us that there is justice, equality for all in this country. Well, then
appreciate you, Carter, once again.
See the justice and equality for all. Or else admit to us that you're not a man, you're a bird, you're afraid of us, you're afraid to give us equal stand. You're afraid that if you give us equal ground, that we will match you and we will override you.
enjoy it.
Did you say nigga?
Y'all want to see a dead body?